Hello beautiful Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and this is your extended. Now some of you probably had a really great big release today from this reading. I'm hoping it wasn't too heartbreaking for you or too energy depleting, although healing usually does. We were talking about acceptance of the fact that certain people will never change regardless of how much we want to save them, and where those feelings came from you wanting to save them. Maybe from something that happened to you that nobody saved you. If you want to see this reading, I highly suggest that you go see it first before you go to this one. Just be forewarned that it may trigger some healing in you, okay? So I'm actually going to say that. Yeah, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Okay, so before I continue on, Pisces, I haven't been mentioning it, but on the 24th, which is Sunday, I will be going live between 11:30 and 12:30. So if you would like a chance to win one of my beautiful gratitude journals, and the link is below in the description box if you want to see what those look like. I invite you to post a question to Spirit about spiritual journeys, okay? It's to help with anyone who's going through awakenings or has question on, you know, how things should look like, or I can only answer from the perspective of what I am experiencing personally, so it doesn't mean that I'm an expert, but I will try to help you as much as I can. I will pull some questions to answer during the live stream, regardless of if I answer your question or not. If you pose a question, I will enter you in a draw, okay? Because there's a lot of questions that I may not have the time to answer, because I only plan to go live for an hour. Because I plan to be channeling through the entire hour with Spirit to answer your questions. Because let's face it, sometimes I don't think I have the answers until I just sit and meditate with them, and then they help. Okay, so all right, I'm going to pull up the Wisdom of the Oracle card, Treasure Island. There's a 9 here. I've been seeing a lot of Tesla stuff this week, and it doesn't surprise me. I feel like this Treasure Island card coming out right now, it's saying that you've really, the treasure in all of this, right away that came through when I was doing this, because this was a heavy reading. Well, not a heavy reading. It was very, it's a very sensitive reading, okay? Very, very close to the heart. Very tender-hearted reading, I would say. And that's the treasure, okay? That's the island of treasure in all of this, Pisces. This acceptance and this healing that you're doing. That's the treasures for you to behold, because in that healing, you will find great treasures. You're going to find treasures of knowing who you are even more. Knowing how you can move forward in your life and make your greatest dreams and goals come to fruition. So this is really your island of treasure. This is like a little, it's like saying a nugget of gold, okay? So there's a real 9 in there, and 9 is the magic. 369, a lot of people like to, you know, go through the numbers of these things, but the truth of 369 is that there's real magic there, and a lot of it we do not understand, okay? So, but that's okay. If sometimes believing in something without really understanding all of it is the magical part of being, okay? And believing something greater than ourselves, and that there's forces greater than ourselves working to help us, is sometimes the most beautiful magic you can assign yourself to. So in this case, in this week of pain, and maybe this week of butting heads on a wall, trying to explain to people and all these different forces coming in, it gave you enough time to see the futility of certain things, okay? Because I really meditated this morning and asked them, why are we keep talking about outside energies? I don't want to talk about these people. Myself, I just walk away for a lot of these things. It's like, I can't do it. I can't. But it's because I've come to what they were talking about this morning. I cannot save everybody. So I have the ability, I find it very frustrating to stay in that energy now, with you, but I know some of you needed to go through this, okay? And not in an upset way, in a way that needed to be dealt with. So that's the whole point to all of this. All the time is the point to all of this. More calm, less stress. I'm going to take one of these cards. I wish I could find the rest of the deck. I put it somewhere at one point, and because I don't use the cards twice. Oh, these two? Okay. One came out up, the other one came out under, whatever. So this one is, grace is available for each of us every day, our spiritual daily bread. But we've got to remember to ask for it with a grateful heart and try not to worry about whether or not there will be enough for tomorrow. There will be. Okay? So there you go, Pisces. This is about asking for the grace of what I was feeling very much this morning. I was feeling a lot of grace in this reading. I changed my lights to blue. See that? I changed my candles to blue. So now you're getting blue flame. The healing blue flame. Okay? I felt that I needed to do that. This one, look within, be still, free from fear and attachment, know the sweet joy of the way. I love this. So this is, I think that these are just, they're leading you on your way of feeling better, of healing within yourself. There's a lot of healing light here. There was a lot of healing light today. So look upon or ask for spirit. Like I said, find something that is that stuff that you do without knowing it, you know, that's automatic, an automated thing that you do. Okay, a lot of people, once they've learned how to crochet, they do the same crochet, I was going to say knit, but that's knitting, the same crochet loop over and over again. And that doesn't require any thought. Well, this is an optimum time to meditate. Why do you think older people, like their grandmas and grandpas who were knitting back in the day, had great insight? There's no coincidences, you guys, okay? So I'm going to take the, is it the fountain? I think this must be the fountain tarot. I forget the name of this one. It's escaping me right now. This is a beautiful deck. It's also blue. So you have the King of Wands. So in between, moving on. This is action, okay? The King of Wands is all about taking action within yourself. And this is the action of you moving away from these negative energies, okay? Not being in limbo anymore and dealing with the heartache of knowing that sometimes you have to let people save themselves. So you have to take that personal leadership, that personal power within yourself, okay? Tap into that Aries, that beautiful fire sign, which this is, a fire energy. Tap into the fire energy and walk away, okay? You're not walking away from them permanently if you don't want to. You're just walking away from the negative energy that's just not getting you anywhere. You can't save people. You can't save a drowning person who just doesn't want to be saved. They're just going to pull you under with them, okay? The only thing that you do is you've given them the life preserver. You've given them the little, you know, that round thing, that donut that floats. Okay, you can swim. You have no problem swimming. All you can do is, you know, pass it to them and say, this is all you need, okay? This is where you need to begin. If they don't do it, you have to swim off, okay? You have to get back on the boat because you know how. And they're seeing you do it. So it's not like you're not offering any help. Alright, so you have the Princess of Cups, which is dreams, right? This to me has been coming out, the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups for me always represents what truly Pisces feels like. Okay, the young dreamer, the one who is so tender-hearted, okay? It's almost like a child of Pisces. And I feel that our root, our beginning, no matter what our age, is always where we reside, this tender-hearted young dreamer. And I feel that this is where we need to go back to, okay? So this is where we shine the brightest. This is where we get synchronous with our sign, with our life, and we need to revert back or go back to that as quickly as we can so that we can manifest everything that we need to keep moving forward. Okay? So I always feel that it's time to go back into a better feeling energy, which is us. And it's also the part where we're very attractive, okay? So like I said, you have the full moon in Aries coming in. This is making you very attractive. We were talking about that over the weekend, last weekend. And this is where you want to be, okay? This is the day after the full moon. We want to be in this energy. We don't want to stay stuck in a negative one. We don't want to stay stuck in trying to save people who do not want to be saved, okay? Look at this. Look at this Ten of Wands. It's written burden, but it's the image. Look at this. There's no person in this image. So what have you done, Pisces? You've showed them how they can walk away from this burden. You've tied it up in a knot, okay? And you've walked away from it. But you're giving these people the same option to walk away from it. Look, these burdens can carry on by themselves. They don't need any help from you, okay? This is what came through. Why did you move away from this? Because you're here. This is where you need to be. Wow, this card really got to me. All tied up in a beautiful bow, ready to go out of your life, okay? You don't need to carry these burdens anymore. You need to shine your beautiful light. You need to go back into your alignment, and you need to let this stuff go, and you need to be planning for your future, okay? You've even showed them how to wrap it up, make it look pretty, and discard it, okay? Doesn't even look like burdens anymore. Just looks like a bunch of sticks with a pretty wrapping. Okay? Alright, Pisces, let's move ahead. Let's move past that one. I'm feeling a lot of you guys' vulnerability right now. Try not to. And remember what we were talking about yesterday. Vulnerability doesn't mean weakness. Just means you open yourself up, right? Two of Cups union. So, between the Four of Wands and the Death card, which for me was very much about putting things to rest, is what I said this morning. You put things to rest. You gave, especially the way they're feeling, what they're doing. You can't make them look at this as a rebirth if all they see is a death of something. That's the other part. So what you need to do right now is you need to put that stuff to bed, okay? Let it go. What I'm hearing from them as well is as soon as you let go of it, let go of trying to save somebody, you might be surprised that these people end up coming around and offering you the cooperation that you've been offering, okay? So it's time for you to, from the Four of Wands, to look at where you've been and where you're going, which is a lot of these cards, a lot of fire energy coming in. It's propelling you forward. It's telling you to keep moving forward, even in this healing, even in this little blip of, oh wow, I'm dealing still with something. You are still moving forward. You want a cooperation of such. There will be people who will cooperate with you. It's not all for naught, is what I'm getting. And I feel that some of these connections, especially with this card right now, it's making me feel that some of these connections are truly deep to you, okay? I'm talking some people that are, they're mates, lovers, or potential lovers. This is why some of this is hitting you so hard. So it's something that will come around. Like, if it's not with these people, you will find a union. Okay, there is potential for a wonderful union, but it can only happen by always moving forward, looking at what's been, and planning for what's ahead in the now, in the right now, okay? And always inviting that transformation in, okay? When you have those coming in and you have people who are not bucking the flow of these things, you will move in union, okay? The blocks will be released. So between the Death card and we have the Moon card, big surprise. Another card of Pisces, the Moon, okay? So the Moon is a double-edged sword, but sometimes it feels like the same meaning. In other words, the illusion that the Moon is a light, that it's actually reflecting the sun. But even if it's reflecting the sun, it is still a source of light. So is it an illusion or not? Okay, so this is what I mean about this card. It's all about perspective. I feel that the Moon card explains Pisces completely. Is the cup half empty or half full? Okay? Are you just damn happy that you have a cup? And I think this is what's going on here with this Moon card. You are so grateful. Again with the flowers, okay? You're holding a bouquet of flowers. You had this flowered bow around this Ten of Wands. This is you, Pisces, always being ready with the flowers, okay? Look at her flower dress. This is you, Pisces. And I'm talking for male energies, okay? I'm sorry, Pisces men. You have flowers within your soul. So, and that's okay. I love flowers in a guy. In, not out, in. Out too. I've seen a flowered shirt on a guy and actually thought, that looks pretty darn good. Okay, so, completely off track. It's my Pisces, let's say, closeness coming out this week. I felt the influence of the fire and the emotion. Again, my husband's the one who gets all the loving for this. Thank God he has the countenance for it, let's just say. He gets hugged a lot. That's usually what happens. I get to be an emotional Pisces and he lets me be an emotional. I just hug a lot. I'm a hugger, okay? So this is what is going on when you see the perspective of things. And these swords, okay, you finally unblock yourself. You go back to where you're supposed to be. You go back to who you are, Pisces. And that's okay, okay? You're very strong. There's no weakness in you. Oh, look at that. Look how that just went that way. Look at that. What does that mean? Okay, I want to know what that means. All I hear is gone with the wind. Gone with the... Oh, wow. Okay. I love it when they do that. Just, it messes with my human brain. However, here we go. So, they want you to celebrate your life. Okay? Yes. Up your energies. Fly away. Fly. The card went flying. Let those negative energies fly away from you. Go away. Be swept up in the wind. Take flight. You take flight. Celebrate. Celebrate your life, Pisces. There's so many reasons to not celebrate. They give us so many. And they're saying there's no need to. You can keep celebrating, okay? Queen of Cups. There's a beautiful flower dress again. Those flowers keep coming in. Intuition, Queen of Cups. This morning I had, as I was pre-shuffling another deck, I had the High Priestess come out. So just believe in that, Pisces, okay? Your intuition, tap into it whenever you can. When we get caught in these lower chakras and trying to heal stuff, we can get caught in the wheel of not losing our intuition, but just not listening to it quite as much. Because we're trying to solve a problem. Solving a problem is a very different energy than just flowing into answers, okay? And this is what they're trying to tell you right now. It's okay. It's okay that you did what you did. You needed to do it. You needed to try and help people. And for some of you, I will say, it brought a light to the situation. Not only to the way these people think, or the energies that you haven't been interacting with through all of this time, and how to reintegrate in your life, but also now what part you had to play in it, and how you can let it go, okay? Move forward or let go. There's really two choices, okay? And people will move forward, or they'll give you an opening. You'll feel it, you'll see it, you'll hear it, okay? But at one point, like I said, you need to believe. Learn to keep your heart open and soft through the trials of life. Avoid hateful thoughts, as they are just as hurtful as physically striking someone. So I feel very much, as soon as it says keep your heart open, this is how we started here. With love matters, okay? You may think that your trials here, doing this stuff, or these, like I was talking about 3 days of all these head-butting energies, and you're thinking, what's the use? There's always a use, okay? Keep your heart open and soft through the trials of life. It's always worth the effort, okay? And the other card is avoid hateful thoughts. Avoid feeling resentment against people who won't change. That's the other part. Because honestly, it's their road. I keep saying that. It's their road to have. It's their life to live. Now, for today, I would say, if you were looking for a lesson, is that maybe butting your head on the wall and having these very stubborn people, their role in your life was to see where you needed to accept that you could not be somebody's savior. Because nobody came in to save you, okay? So that was a lesson there, okay? So that's when I say everything happens for a reason. This is what I'm talking about. These are the things that I'm talking about. For everything that you have a hard time with, everything that you're banging your head on the wall for. Instead of finishing it off with resentment, finish it off with grace and say thank you. Okay? Grace is available for each of us every day. Okay? So in other words, accept it in grace and say thank you for the lesson. Thank you for the hope in our heart. Thank you for the opportunity to learn more today, so that tomorrow's a better day. Okay? I'm going to leave you with that, Pisces. I'm going to send you lots of love, light, and blessings as always. I think you are fantastic. Tomorrow is Friday, the 22nd, and we're going to look into, again, all of these energies. I hope that Spirit keeps bringing you healing and revelations, so that you can live your best life and feel empowered in it. Take care, Pisces.